What if your brain could glimpse tomorrow before it happens? Moments before a phone rings, you already know who's calling. You dream of an event, and it unfolds exactly as you saw it. Science calls them coincidences, yet millions of people report the same chilling experiences, a feeling that the future has already been written, and somehow they've read a few pages ahead. Tonight, we explore the strange phenomenon of precognition, the ability to sense or remember events that haven't happened yet. Is it superstition, a glitch in time, or could your brain really be bending reality? Our story begins not in a laboratory, but in a dream. A woman in 1966, England, wakes up terrified. She dreamed of a massive coal disaster, children trapped underground, and rescuers too late to save them. A day later, the Aberfan tragedy struck, exactly as she described. Her story became one of hundreds collected by scientists investigating dreams that seemed to predict real events. Was it luck? Or something deeper? A human sense beyond time. Modern neuroscience teaches us that the brain is not a passive recorder. It's a prediction machine. Every second it takes sensory data and tries to guess what happens next, so fast we often mistake those guesses for memories. But what if, sometimes, the brain's predictions go too far, beyond the next second, into the next day? Psychologists call this the anticipation effect, our neurons firing milliseconds before something happens. It's what lets athletes move before the ball reaches them, or musicians change chords before hearing the next note. But some researchers, like Dr. Daryl Bem at Cornell University, believe this predictive power might extend into the future itself. In a now famous study, students seemed to react to images before seeing them, as if their bodies knew what was coming. The results were controversial, but the question remained: can emotion and intuition pierce through time? Let's look deeper. The brain is a web of billions of neurons, constantly sending signals and patterns. When we recall the past, those signals recreate the memory like a movie. But imagining the future uses the same neural circuits. Your mind doesn't distinguish much between what was and what could be. That's why déjà vu feels like remembering the future. It's your brain accidentally playing the simulation too early. Now, imagine if someone's brain simulation runs a little faster, more vivid, more detailed. Could that person actually experience a glimpse of what's ahead, and later recall it as a memory? Across cultures, ancient texts have described seers, prophets, and dreamers of destiny. But modern studies suggest these might not be miracles, but neurological time slips. During REM sleep, the brain's logical filters are quiet, allowing random signals, or perhaps signals from outside normal time perception, to merge with emotion and imagery. What you see in a dream might not be fantasy. It might be your brain processing probabilities your conscious mind can't grasp. Quantum physics adds another twist. At the smallest scales, particles don't move in straight lines of cause and effect. They exist in probabilities, influencing each other backward and forward in time. Could consciousness, somehow entangled with quantum processes, feel these ripples before they fully manifest? The Ganzfeld experiments in the 1980s tried to test this. Participants isolated from sound and sight sometimes guessed random images at rates slightly above chance. Skeptics argued statistics, believers argued synchronicity, but the core mystery remains. Why do so many people report experiences that science can't fully explain? Consider this: when a mother senses her child is in danger miles away, when a pilot changes course without reason, moments before an engine fails, when someone hesitates to cross a street, and a car speeds by where they would have been, Coincidence? Perhaps. But the patterns keep repeating. Across cultures, across generations, across people who never meet. In 2014, researchers studying presentiment measured small physiological reactions. Changes in skin conductance, heartbeat, even pupil dilation. Seconds before random emotional images appeared on a screen. The body reacted before the mind knew. Could we all, subconsciously, be tuned into the faint vibrations of upcoming reality? The brain acting as a temporal antenna? Some theorists suggest time may not flow as we think. Einstein himself called it an illusion, that past, present, and future coexist in a single cosmic structure. If that's true, then maybe our consciousness, under rare conditions, can skip along that timeline, recalling something from the future the same way we recall the past. It sounds impossible. Yet think of how your GPS predicts traffic jams before they happen, or how AI forecasts storms by recognizing invisible patterns. Your brain might be doing something similar, predicting emotional events before your logic catches up. Not magic, just extraordinary pattern recognition, powered by billions of connections evolved to keep you alive. But what makes this so haunting is how it feels. Because when people experience precognition, it doesn't feel like guessing. It feels like remembering, like something already lived. And that might be the truest clue of all. That time is not a river, but an ocean, and our consciousness floats through it in ways science is only beginning to glimpse. Maybe the future isn't something waiting ahead. Maybe it's already here, whispering softly through dreams, intuition, and fleeting déjà vu. Perhaps every heartbeat is an echo from both directions, past and future colliding in the present moment we call now. So the next time you feel like you've been here before, or that you already know what's about to happen, don't dismiss it. It might just be your mind remembering tomorrow.